Welcome to Vybez Television. I am Rehoboth Asemodiame with the news bulletin for today, Tuesday, 14 July 2026. We begin with the news headlines. Atiku dismisses claims ADC primaries were invalidated. Bandits kidnap another Oyo teacher, demand 30 million naira. Adeyemi speaks on alleged 400 million naira appointment payment. Makinde's 6 UN probe into Oyo school abduction. Presidency faults Makinde's call for UN investigation. Abia residents lament home demolitions over land dispute. US launches third straight night of airstrikes on Iran. Now the news in details. Former Vice President and African Democratic Congress presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar has dismissed claims that the Court of Appeal judgment on the party's leadership crisis invalidated the ADC's primary elections for the 2027 general elections. Atiku maintained that the ruling was limited to issues concerning the party's congresses and the tenure of its state executives. In Oyo State, bandits have reportedly abducted another primary school teacher and are demanding a 30 million naira ransom for his release. The incident has heightened concerns over insecurity in the state following recent attacks on schools and communities. Amid the controversy surrounding allegations linked to the office of the Chief of Staff to the President, Adeyemi has claimed during a live television interview that he borrowed 400 million naira in connection with his appointment. He further alleged that some of those he borrowed from have now reported the matter to the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission. The claims have generated widespread public debate.
Mr. Sheikh, I borrowed this money. In fact, those that I borrowed this 400 million naira from has reported to EFCC. I borrowed this money to pay for this appointment. In fact, those I can tell you, they will also written to EFCC asking me to refund their money. So I'm not even here to pay the money back.
Away from that, Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde has called on the United Nations and other international human rights and accountability bodies to investigate the abduction of pupils and teachers from Ahore Sinle School in the Orire local government area. The governor said the incident deserves an independent and transparent investigation beyond Nigeria's domestic institutions.
The circumstances surrounding this incident are sufficiently grave and unusual to warrant independent scrutiny beyond our domestic institutions. I therefore, with a full sense of responsibility as the Executive Governor of Oyo State, call on the appropriate international human rights and accountability mechanisms, including those within the United Nations system, to closely examine the facts surrounding this abduction and the circumstances of its resolution.
Meanwhile, the presidency has criticized Governor Makinde's request for a United Nations-led investigation, describing the proposal as unnecessary and politically motivated. The development has sparked mixed reactions from political stakeholders and members of the public. In Abia State, more residents have expressed anguish as houses continue to be demolished over a disputed parcel of land in Umuahia. Reports indicate that some buyers unknowingly purchased plots within the boundaries of an old federal government school after community members allegedly sold the land. Affected residents are calling for government intervention while urging prospective land buyers to carry out proper due diligence before making purchases. And finally, the United States has launched a third consecutive night of airstrikes against targets in Iran, marking a further escalation of tensions in the Middle East. The latest military action comes amid growing concerns over security around the Strait of Hormuz and renewed fear of wider regional instability. And that's the news at this hour. Please do well to follow us on all social media platforms at Vybez Television. I remain Rehoboth Asemodiame, and thanks for watching.